Hey everybody, Dr. Tim Turlip here, and welcome to this week's 3 Minutes to Vitality. And before we start, just want to say thank you. Last week we talked a little bit about having our 6th annual Ladies Night event to raise funds for the American Cancer Society, and wanted to say thank you to all the ladies who showed up. We had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ladies who actually showed up that night, and we raised a lot of money. And from what I understand, they didn't invite me. A lot of fun was had by all. So just want to say thank you to all you ladies for actually showing up. And we are already planning for next year because it was just such a lot of fun and a great event. So thanks again. And so this week, and again, we're going to talk a little bit, believe it or not, about cancer. Right? Because we've talked before about the importance of exercise, different forms of exercise, moderate exercise, high intensity interval training, sustained cardiovascular exercise, etc. But a recent study was just published in a journal called Cancer. And it was actually a group of researchers from Harvard who watched a large group of people, and it was people of men, women, black folks, white folks, everybody. So it was a nice mixture of people over the course of 20 years. And what they were looking at was the people with the highest levels of fitness, cardiopulmonary fitness it's referred to as. So we can actually get on a stress test, and there's a measurement that comes in there. We don't care what it's called. But it runs through and it shows these ranges of fitness. And so they measured the people early, and they measured them periodically during the course of this 20 years on 50,000 people. And what was absolutely remarkable that came back after 20 years of watching these people, and again, it took care of negating the effects of things like whether you're vegetarian or not, smoking or not, how much sleep you got, etc. It tried to eliminate those variables as much as the researchers possibly can, as is the case with every study. But when they got done after this 20 years, what they actually found was simply remarkable. Because they looked at two of the cancers that affect this, sometimes they're called the big four, which is lung, breast, colon, and prostate. Those are the big four cancers in our country. And lung cancer takes more people's lives every year in the United States than any other cancer. Not the greatest incident, but is the greatest killer. Right? So when they looked at cancers, they actually looked at two of the big four. That would be lung cancer and colorectal cancer. And what they found out is they looked at this after the course of this 20-year study with the periodic stuff is the people who had the greatest cardiopulmonary fitness, the highest levels over the period of time. For lung cancer, actually enjoyed a 77% reduction in cancer affliction of the lung. So that wasn't death by cancer. That was just whether they were diagnosed with lung cancer in that 20-year period of time. Those with that, hear that clearly, please. Those with the highest level of cardiopulmonary fitness actually had a 77% less risk of getting lung cancer during that 20-year period of time. Wow. I mean, that's just remarkable. And the second with colorectal cancer, those people, 66% reduction in colorectal cancer risk. So we have all these other risk factors. We talk colorectal, we talk about fiber intake and meat intake and dairy intake and all these other things, and crude fiber and soluble and insoluble fibers and blah, blah. We could go through vitamin D levels, etc. We're just looking at fitness, not these other sometimes called confounding factors. We're not looking at that. Those have been eliminated. So just with the highest levels of cardiopulmonary fitness, 66% reduction, lung cancer, 77%. Well, here's even something more remarkable. Those people who did get lung cancer, their risk of mortality, of dying, was reduced by nearly half. So essentially what it says is that the people who actually the highest level of cardiopulmonary fitness, if they did get diagnosed, were twice as likely to survive the diagnosis. Wow. And if you had a colorectal cancer diagnosis, get this number, 89% reduction in death risk once the diagnosis was made. Fabulous. It's just incredible what fitness, and we're just looking at two specific cancers, but again, the choice of how we do as we age, the choice of those levels, it's so much in our power and control. The evidence of it keeps coming out every single day, and it's absolutely fantastic stuff. So I wanted to hit on this one more time because if you ever needed a reason to actually get up off the couch and go out for a good walk, this is it. So get moving, and we'll see you next week for the next 3 Minutes of Vitality. Thanks for watching.